Hi, welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tanya or Tanya Chacon. If you're not new here, you might recognize some things in the background. And also, if you're not new here, you know that I have been kind of absent in terms of videos, uploaded videos on my channel. Not the lives, I've been very much here for the live streams, which have been fabulous. So why I'm here is that I have created for myself a challenge without really meaning to. In terms of my writing routine, until October, I've been doing so well, you wouldn't believe. All thanks to the Storyteller Society Discord. Am I tearing up? Probably because I love them so much. Okay. As I've said many times, my tear ducts are weird. So yeah, I had this writing routine for the longest time, which was absolutely fabulous, and no notes, chef's kiss, was waking up at 5, brushing my teeth and stuff, and then going as soon as I could, going into the Sprint channel, which is just a text channel where we set up a timer. Basically there would be the regulars, and I won't name them because they're not all author tubers, but you know who you are and I love you. And yeah, we would just sprint, and I had literally no issues with motivation whatsoever when it came to writing, or with what's the other thing, discipline. Not at all, because chatting and sprinting with friends in the morning was just the best. And so I didn't need anything else really to make me write. But now that I have, gone back to school and I live in a shared apartment with 3 other people who have different time schedules, I would always want to be the first to go shower. Oh, my arm is getting tight. I'm not used to this anymore. Right, I would go to the bathroom first so I wouldn't miss my opportunity. And then I would get hungry, I would make myself some breakfast, and the window of time where we overlap would fade away, and also I would run late, and so I wouldn't write very regularly for a long time. Basically the live streams were the only times when I would really write. So long story short, I want to get back to that, and my challenge is that I need to change one thing. One thing I need to change about my routine, because otherwise it was perfect in terms of writing. I need to get myself to shower at night instead of in the morning. For some people that might be easy. That's a thing that they do anyway. Personally, there have been so many times where I told myself, for whatever reason, that I wanted to prepare for the next day and already go shower at night, and I would never do it because I don't know, I feel so uncomfortable with getting in the shower and lazy, and I don't know, for some reason, even though in the morning it's normal for me and I like taking a shower, I don't have an issue with showering itself. It's just at night there's this barrier to it, and I don't feel like it, and I would usually just not do it. So I want to take January to train myself to do that, to every night hopefully go and take my shower at night. That's the one thing that really is in the way. Now, an additional thing might be if I could also manage to prepare my breakfast at night, because for me that's always a little bit more involved. So that would be an additional thing, but that is not really the biggest barrier. Also, my showering doesn't take just 10 minutes. This all feels a little bit TMI, but this is the key thing that is holding me back from writing regularly and having fun, seeing literally I miss my writing friends because I don't get to sprint with them regularly like I used to. So that is what I'm challenging myself for January. I'm also, this is not really part of the challenge, but just to say I have 2 writing works in progress. My words. One is Echoes and Waves. That's my YA fantasy, like adventure heist story. It is, I believe I had written like 100,000 or more, I think already. I think more. It has been in my drawer like literally. I can't show it to you right now, but literally I have, because I made like a re-outline basically, which isn't entirely finished but like almost finished, and for that I wrote down the plot points and stuff on little note cards, and those note cards are in my drawer back in the shared apartment in my new city. So I haven't touched that in a while, and I also need to get back to that and like get over the hump that I have with re-outlining, because for some reason like it feels very intimidating and I don't know what I'm doing with it anymore, and I feel like, what if I've ruined it with like remodeling, changing it so many times? Do I even know what the story is anymore? Do I even know how to write this book? Do I know how to write a period? You know, that spiral. So and then the other project is I've called it Sunken Timepiece, just because it's at the same time it's like a mermaid pirate book and a time travel book. I haven't really introduced my project here on this channel before. I've like mentioned it ad nauseum at my live streams, but yeah, that one is in the trying to figure out the setup for the outline stage. What do my characters want to do, and like how does it all work, so that the plot can just flow from there, if that makes any sense. I'm in the brainstorming stage there. What I wanted to say is that I'm going to alternate those projects because, yeah, I guess part of this January challenge is also me trying to get back to what used to be my main work in progress, and maybe still is, I don't know, tiptoe my way there. So I'm going to alternate weekly. The first week is going to be still Sunken Timepiece, and then Echoes and Waves, and then Sunken Timepiece, just so I don't like completely abandon one project for another. What else? Oh, for motivation's sake and stuff, I'm going to make a short video every day. I'm going to aim for like 5 minutes every day, which like it seems weird because not having done any videos for so long and now saying that I'm going to do them weekly. But the idea is that I'm going to keep them as simple and straightforward and easily done as at all possible. So I'm just going to come on and say whether I showered at night, whether I wrote, and then I have prepared, I can't show it to you right now, but I have prepared like 31 days, 31 prompts that I'm going to, the idea was initially that it would be like a diary journaling thing, but honestly a lot of these questions like go really, really deep, and I don't know if I want to do that on the internet. But like some of the prompts are like to the effect of like what is your why behind the work in progress, stuff like that. But also there are like some really cool creative prompts that I got inspired by 2 websites. I'm going to link them below. I also went to like one of my craft books and got inspired there, but generally the prompts are just like mine, like about a poem, getting to know my characters better, like all sorts of things. So what does that have to do with the challenge? I don't know, I just wanted to make the daily videos more interesting, and hopefully it's also going to help me, be more inspired and motivated during this January challenge. So I'm going to come on, say whether I showered, and I'm going to do one of the prompts, and hopefully it's going to be fun and motivating for you also to watch. And I also thought I could open it up for anyone who wants to join me, because basically it started just with me wanting to get back to my writing routine. But if you also have a writing routine that you loved, but like something maybe changed in your life, or you kind of got back, you got off the wagon, you fell off the wagon, you got off track, and you can like pinpoint the one thing, or maybe like the two things maybe, that are in your way for the routine. Like, I'm not really tracking whether I wrote every day, I'm tracking whether I showered at night every day, because that's really the crux for me. If you can think of what it is, and maybe someone can help you brainstorm what it is that is in your way, if you can pinpoint the one thing that is in your way of like the perfect routine. And it doesn't have to be daily writing either. For me it was, but like whatever is the perfect routine for you that has worked maybe in the past, or it's like near perfect, that it actually works for you, and you know there's like one thing, or there's a barrier or whatever it is. I don't know how applicable that is to other people, but I hope it is, and I hope that you join me in whatever capacity. If you're an author tuber, you can also do like the daily videos if you want to, and like also do the prompts. I could definitely also put the prompts down in the description so you can draw them yourself. Otherwise, you can also do the prompts as you watch me doing them in the video, if that makes sense. If you want to make a video, then it might be easier if you had the prompts beforehand and do them in a different random order. Yeah, I hope that you will join me in whatever capacity, or just like, I don't know, I guess cheer me on. I hope that you have a wonderful few rest days of this year, and a good start of the new year. I will see you soon.